Welcome back, everybody. For today's episode, I wanted to try and take you inside the mind of a pro fighter. We are talking about how to build combinations like a pro fighter. When you watch Max Holloway this past weekend, you see him let little flurries go. It's not just him from the outside going, oh, I'm gonna throw jab cross, hook cross, and then exit. There's so much more to it than that. Let's jump in right now. All great fighters need a great company behind them, help support them along the way. My company is X-Martial. I chose to go with these guys because the quality of the material is so great. The team is amazing. I've met with these guys numerous times. Fantastic people. Guys, in the link below, use code Gabriel Varga to save 10%. You can pick up rash guards, other training gear. They have shin pads, gloves, so many other things that will help you level up your training and look really cool in the process. So we're talking about how to get awesome combinations going. Just to clarify, a combination is anything more than a single shot. 1, 2, that's a combo, but it's very short. When we want to start getting fancy with things, we want to start going, okay, we're mixing up levels, we're coming from different heights and different techniques, that's when things start getting really cool. But to do this correctly, to not just simply go, okay, I want you on the pads or the pad holder to hold for me, jab, cross, jab, front kick, cross hook, cross, scissor knee, something like that. We need ones that really work. The very first thing that I want you to consider when you are putting together a combination is you have to have that ability to pull out at any given moment. Why might I pull out? Well, I realize all of a sudden, bang, 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 I'm hitting them. I have something that's open. I see them start to throw and I decide to either roll under it or exit or something like that. If danger strikes and you are not prepared for it, that is the perfect time to exit. But a combination, as you guys know, off pad work does not just need to be me going offensive. In my mind, it can be me going offensive, blocking, and then striking back. So we have that ability or that necessity to sometimes exit on the combo and sometimes defend and then continue with the combo. Somebody who's very great at combination work can do both of those, and it doesn't need to be a plan beforehand. They decide in the moment. But if you happen to be fortunate enough, you might get somebody in front of you who's just shelled up, and this is one of the few times that you might get a whole string of shots off without having to exit or block before continuing with your combination. These are the basic things that great fighters are going to be looking for as they decide, okay, how am I going to get this whole stream of shots going without me being just, okay, 100% offensive. Now, once we get past that general mindset, we have to start figuring out what are we going to do to have the best chance of landing. The very first thing that we start doing, that I will start doing if I see somebody, is I'm gonna look for weaknesses. I'm gonna look for structural weaknesses or things that they do which will allow me to have a better likelihood of landing. Let's say, quick example. If I see somebody in front of me and they're like this, I know they're gonna be heavy-handed. They're down in their stance. That's very, very clear. But I also know they're gonna be easier to land on the low kick. So as I enter, I might decide, oh, okay, I'm gonna disguise a whole bunch of fast punches while being ready to exit with the idea that I'm gonna finish with a low kick. So I might go, okay, I'm gonna step forward very quickly, throw jab, cross, jab, high hands if there's a counter, and if not, blast in my low kick. Being able to read or assess what your partner is doing right and wrong, where they're vulnerable, that is a massive part of combos. Otherwise, you're just stepping forward and just going, oh, I'm gonna throw and hope something lands. We want to create the highest probability of actually scoring techniques, as many techniques as we can. The next thing which we need to be is clever. We cannot very simply just go, oh, okay, I don't care that this guy has a high skill level. I'm just gonna throw my combo like normal and just hope it lands. Sometimes you have to be able to put in little fakes in there. So maybe I do something like jab, cross, roll, the shoulder to make it look like I'm gonna throw across, and then come to a body hook. You can do things like that, which are really gonna undermine this guy and help create openings. Sometimes we see the openings, sometimes we have to create them. But really my favorite way, I think the best way to let a combination go is to start with one single technique. Within that entry, decide, is he gonna throw back? Is there gonna be something else which I have to block? If there's not, have a couple more techniques that you decide in the moment, not beforehand, but in the moment are gonna work. I step in and I go, okay, very quickly, what's open? And then I hit a couple shots. I right away again go, okay, no counters coming back, hit a couple or a few more shots. And if I'm fortunate enough, can I hit a couple more shots? Maybe I'll cut angles in between. There are so many things which can happen in combo work, but to really get inside the mind of a pro fighter and somebody who's great at combinations, you have to have that ability to change on the fly. You never get to pre-plan a 6, 7, 8 piece combo and then just execute. Start off, set up, and then from there, decide, okay, I can continue. Obviously that's done in that split second. It's not long, it's not, oh, look, he's not continuing. At that point, something will have happened. It's hit, and right now, as I start this transition, I'm ready for 3 possible outcomes. Follow up, roll or block something, or getting that quick exit. Those are all great. And I think the last thing that I would say about executing high-level combos is you need to bring a piece of yourself. Not what everybody else is doing with their combo work. You're not gonna look at what I do for combos or what Max Holloway did on the weekend and be like, that's the combo I'm gonna throw. You need to recognize what you're best at, what rolls best off your offense. If you're really, really good at setting up a low kick, like all the time, boom, low kick, check, low kick. You can come right into a hook, into another low kick. You're really good at faking and then coming into that low kick. You build your combos off that, because you already know you have a very successful offensive move. And then once you do that, and you start recognizing that people or opponents are gonna start blocking those, then you start using this as a weapon to set up other things. So initially on your combo work, you go, okay, my best technique, land it. Land it again. Oh, okay, now he's wise to it. Now I'm gonna start setting it up so I can, boom, land big shots. Big headshots, body shots with my hands, or changing directions, you know, coming low and then coming up to the front. And then eventually once you start scaring them with other things and they start forgetting about this, then you come back to that. If you can incorporate that into your combo work, you're gonna have such a high probability of success. So trying to explain combo work from the mind of a pro fighter, it's a tricky thing. I hope I did an okay job. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Be sure to head over to X Marshall, link in the description. As always, guys, train hard. I'll see you back here soon for another video.